Hi, today is the first workout of 4 that I'm going to do for shoulder friendly workout. A lot of core and low body, but some upper body as well. So for this one, you're going to need heavy dumbbells. I'm going to start with 15 pounds. I also have 12 and 9 as a backup and using an exercise ball. So coming on, laying down. So right on our back. We're gonna place that exercise ball or rolled up towel behind one knee. So I'm gonna grasp it behind a knee, make sure I have a good squeeze on it. We're gonna draw, or actually leave the other leg connected to the ground. This leg is staying up with your knee over your hip. We're gonna bring those hands behind the base of our skull. We're gonna take one deep breath in and exhale through that mouth. And then we're gonna start some chest lifts with your knee coming towards you as you lift. So on the inhale, exhale, curl it, try to get to the tips of those shoulder blades, squeeze through those, that navel towards your spine as you come on up. Holding this here, exhale as you come up, inhale as you reset, finishing for a few more here. Let's take it for 5. Try to keep that chin tilted towards your chest, but not touching. Use the abdominals to lift up your body. 2 more. Last one. Now we're gonna go directly into a crisscross. So opposite shoulder to opposite leg, and you can bring that knee towards you and bring it down. So exhale, inhale, and the reset. Working those obliques. Focusing on getting that opposite shoulder blade up and off the mat. Should start feeling pretty warm by now. Let's take for 5 and 4 and 3. Reach with the shoulder. 2, last one, and bring it back. Switch that ball to the other leg. Get a good squeeze on it. Take that inhale, exhale, start those chest lifts. Holding this. Make sure you're taking that breath so you hear it. Finishing this up for 5 and 4 and 3. And I am bringing my leg a little bit lower as we return to start. Last one, and now cross. Bringing the leg towards you as you cross, reaching shoulder towards that knee. Feeling those obliques work, lifting that opposite shoulder blade. You can do this, we're almost done. For 5, and 4, 3, and 2, last one. And bring it down. Nice job. We're gonna take that ball, place it in between our legs right above our ankles. Take that breath. We're gonna draw both legs up to table, connecting your spine fully to that mat so it's flush, knees bent. We're actually bring your arms out wide. We're gonna bring both knees over to one side. The opposite hip will lift, but try to imagine you're pushing it down towards the mat and then bring it back through center. And opposite hip will lift, but imagining you're using those obliques to press the lifted part of your torso towards the mat. You're gonna feel more engagement of those obliques. The arms out to a T is just a more supportive position. Taking a few more here. Keep that breath going. As the knees go wide to the side, make sure you take that exhale. On this next one, we're gonna hold the knees over to one side, hold them. You're gonna extend, really feel those quads engage as you straighten those legs. Try to keep the position of your torso not from rocking while you bend and straighten your knees. Give that ball a squeeze as you straighten. And bend those knees, bring it back through center. Side 2, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Think about that opposite side oblique, wanting to act like a magnet to push your hip towards the mat, even though it's not connected. 2 more. One more. Rebend those knees. Bring it back through center. Lower those legs down. Just move that ball for a moment. Spread those arms apart. Take a knee sway. Take a breath. Bring your knees back through center. Sway them to the other side. Take a breath. And back through center. We're going to go right into some bridging. Place that ball in between your knees this time. And we are going to tuck that navel in, imprint that spine, and start to roll up into your bridge position. So we're going to feel it more in our glutes if we move our feet closer to our seat. You want to engage those glutes so they're squeezed together. Press those kneecaps across and keep a squeeze on that ball. And then melt back down into the mat. We'll just take a few articulated bridges here, working through that spine, trying to keep that pelvic tilt forward to not have an arch through that back. We're just squeezing, pulling that navel in, keeping that rib cage sunken and drawn down towards the mat, and using the glutes to lift your hips and not your chest. This next one, we'll hold it. We're gonna squeeze that ball, squeeze it, release. Squeeze, release using those inner thighs, not letting the hips drop, keeping that navel pulled in, that rib cage drawn in. If you want a little more of a challenge, bring your arms straight up, just holding them there, but definitely don't need to for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it on down. If you want, you can keep those arms up or bring them back down, whatever works. We're gonna take a flat back hinge, so you're gonna go up quickly. You're gonna drop it down halfway, and then squeeze the ball, squeeze the glutes. Drop it down halfway, squeeze the ball, squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the ball, squeeze the glutes. We have 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Keep that navel tucked. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Squeeze everything, press that ball. Take that inhale, exhale, and then articulate through that spine, going all the way back down. Nice job if you just want to open up those legs in a butterfly stretch, stretching out those inner thighs for a moment. Take a breath, and then we're going to lengthen through those legs, lengthen through those arms. If you can bring them overhead, if not, that's okay. Connect those hands, bring them up and over, reach forward, take just a forward fold stretch before we go right into some lower body. And upper body, actually. Okay, so we are coming up to standing. You are going to need your heaviest weights. So I am grabbing my 15 pounds. So this will be heavy. I don't know if I'll be able to stay here, but we're gonna hold them at our side. Heaviest dumbbells you have, hip distance, parallel feet. If you wanna go a little bit wider, you can do that. We're just gonna start squatting. So the squat here is a hinge from the hips, chest stays up, but your back stays long. You're not arching through that back, you're driving through the heels as you stand it back up and squeezing through those glutes. So try to get those weights nice and low to the ground. The weight stays through the back of your feet. Make sure your knees are staying in line with that second and third toe. You have that tummy tucked. We have 5 more. And 4, and 3, and 2, last 1. Okay, now we add a curl. Squat it down, stand it up, curl, bringing those dumbbells to your shoulders. Move it with control. We have 10, and 9, and 8. If you want to get the cardio, you can go a little bit quicker, but don't lose control of those arms for 6. Keep that upper arm stable, just bend at that elbow. 5, 4, 3, working the quads, the lateral part of your thighs. 2, last 1. Whew. Let's hold it down. Add little pulses up and down, about an inch or 2. Keep that navel tucked to spine to protect that low back. Feel that burn through the quads. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press it down. Woo, okay. Carefully lower those weights down if you need a drink. Take that drink. We are going right into some lunge backs. I'm gonna stick with my 15-pound weight. We are gonna hold it in one hand. The same leg as hand that has the dumbbell is going to take a step back lunge. So we're gonna step it back, try to get that knee towards the ground and press it up. We're on the same side. This is where we're starting. Keep that breath going. Holding it here. We are gonna add on after a few more here. So I feel like I'm stepping back pretty far. Definitely not necessary. We wanna actually not step back as far and get that knee more at that, towards that ground with a 90-degree bend. We have 3 more. 2, and 1. Now step it up. Curl that arm, hold the curl. Step it back. You're gonna take, I can hold myself. You're gonna take a tricep kickback with control and then bring it back in and step it up. So hold the squat, kick it back, and bring it in. Hold it. We have 8 more. 7. Move with control. If you need a chair or a couch to balance you, do that. 6. Also feel it through the glute of that front leg. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Let's bring it back for one more. Take 5 kickbacks for 5. Slow and control. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring it in. Woo! Definitely felt that. Take a breath. Let's go to side 2. So just starting with those lunge backs. Trying to bring that back knee towards that ground. Keeping the weight through the heel of that front foot. Squeeze through those glutes as you return that back leg towards the front. We have 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Curl that arm, step it back, take that tricep kick back, bring it in, step it in, step it back, tricep kick back. Nice job. 7 and 6. So when you do the kickback, try to get it past the back side of your hips. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it in, hold it back. Let's take it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Lower those weights down. That was a total body exercise. Great job. I do want to note, if that was too easy for you and you're moving your arm too fast at the end, you're not going to have enough with your weight. Okay, one more move with the the lower body and holding the weight. Okay, whew. We are going to spread those legs wide, feet are parallel, weight is in one arm, or one hand, I should say. We're gonna stay on the same side. So we're doing a lateral, lowering that weight towards that opposite foot and press it up. So we're here. The other arm can stay longer on your hip. The chest is not falling fully forward. We're holding, it up, hinging from the hips, keeping our navel pressed in. As you press this leg back to straight, really drive through that heel, feeling it through these glutes, side thighs, holding it here, breathing here. Let's do for 5, 4, 3, squeeze that tummy as you stand up, 2, 1, switch sides, right into side 2. So reaching that hand with the weight towards that opposite foot. Make sure that knee is tracking over that second toe. Breathing here. Maybe give yourself some feedback, feel where you're feeling it, and focus on those muscles a little bit more, making that muscle-mind connection. Keeping that tummy tucked. Breathing here. Taking it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Whew. Nice job. One last total body move here, and then we're wrapping it up. Let's walk into a plank, or actually you can start on all fours. That's easier. If you have any shoulder discomfort, you can always do a modified plank or down to your forearms, but that might be more pressure on the shoulders. So tuck that navel in, step it out, either on your knees or on your feet. Keep that navel pressed in, rib cage drawn in, holding that plank position, nice and long. We're gonna bring one knee in and step it back, other knee in, step it back. We're just gonna start these slow, and then we're gonna pick it up. Let's pick up the pace, quick movement, get that heart rate up. Go as quick as you can, keeping that tummy tucked. Don't arch through that back. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop to your knees, spread your knees apart. Sit your hips back. If this feels okay, reach your arms forward, otherwise bring them in a little bit. Take a deep inhale, exhale. Definitely got that heart rate up. Whew. And let's just take one more last breath here. Take that inhale, exhale, and you're all set. Thank you.